Buddy, it's your favorite killer all around Kojin here, and we are back in some video. And in today's video, we're gonna be, finishing up RTA for the season. So, as of me recording this video, I haven't uploaded the last video yet, but as you can see, it's 25 hours. I don't think I'm going for Emperor this season anymore. Like, my battle logs have been so bad. Like, I'll just go through it. This one I lost to a dual attack. This one I lost to a dual attack because I killed my SSB. This one just nothing weird happened. This one actually Stenny just didn't die. Was the thing. Like, she got bombed, but she just didn't die. This one again, I just think Stenny didn't die. This is where like the bullshit starts. Killed my SSB because of dual attacks. He got a dual attack stun with the Trozit, and then Rimuru started dueling. This one I just didn't hit Violet enough. That happens, like whatever. This one, he dual attack killed my Bellion, I think. Something happened this game, I don't remember. And then at this point, it's just full tilt. I made the wrong ban, and then this was the last game where I was trying out my Rylet. That reminds me, does he even have his gear back? Because I've been farming his friendship, so I don't want to like go into a battle and he has the friendship artifact on. Now I give it back to him. Alright. So, I know people in my guild know, that are in my guild Discord know. It's just like, my luck has been so bad while playing Godzilla. Yeah, my luck has been so bad just because I'm missing so many important units at this point in the season that it's really hard for me to keep up. I'm practically a meta behind, right? So I don't have Lionheart Cermia. I don't have Hoi Young, which would counter like a team like mine. So I'm like literally treading on eggshells every time I draft. I don't have Meteor Coward, so I have to ban him. I have no speed units, like I don't have an aggro, so I can't speed up against people like this. Like, it's always at this part where I'm like kind of confused where I go, like, my best thought is just Bellion, right? But then they go Lionheart Cermia, and I'm in a really bad spot. Well, let's see if it happens.
This is a formidable opponent.
Very standard so far. LQC, that's fine. He only has one attack buffer right now, so I think I want to go Ruel. That's another thing I have to work on, is just knowing when to draft certain units. Kind of want to take an attack buffer that does AoE damage. I could go Mercedes. I'm very content with just banning that LQC though. Goes a Rem. Okay. I kinda wanna ban it, just fight top 4. My two options here, right, is to ban the FCC and just run it, or I ban the Rem and just have hold my Bellion. I'm gonna hold my Bellion to their job. I'm not gonna start off today just immediately thinking that everything's gonna go horribly wrong. Because I've literally had fights where Mercedes is like the last person alive and hasn't proc magic for friends. Like, that's how bad my RNG is. I think actually not getting shipped there is actually bad for me. Yeah, because Rimuru is gonna hit her and then get the death break. Yeah, that actually is not good for me. I wanted to get stripped. She almost cut. Yeah, so I needed to strip immunity, which it did not. So based off this, I think my only play here is to try and kill the LQC. I don't think my A-boss is gonna live this. If I hurt her, she pushes. I just gotta go for it, I think.
I will open the doors to hell. Trespassers will be punished. Only punishment awaits trespassers.
Yeah, she's dead.
Command me.
That's a lot of splash, holy.
Call. Unveil your eye of terror. Must I keep fighting?
I think this will kill the Pura, which is good. That's funneling damage into the Billion, who I think is just gonna die, to be honest. It's just gonna come down to Mercedes, I think.
I won't back down.
I don't even know. I hope that pushed her over the break point, but
Mercedes,
this has to kill stuff. But
obey me. Obey me.
I mean, close enough, right?
What is the best course of action?
I think that was close enough. Dual attack just didn't go into anyone want it to be her. Oh my god, the Rimuru lived. Okay, it's unfortunate. Okay, here we go, man. 2 HP. 2 HP. Ouch. I'm pretty sure she's plus 15, right?
Are you done struggling?
I'm just checking in game, it's whatever. That one's unfortunate. 2 HP on the Rimu. Yeah, it's just my luck. Fans ran. Fair enough. I set out a rule for myself before I started recording is that if I go on a decent win streak this video, I'm probably gonna try climbing. But I am perfectly content with just sitting in Challenger, or not Challenger, in Champion, just because it's so much. I want him to speed up here, I think. It's probably gonna speed up. Yep.
You'll regret this. Get ready.
At the same time though, this is definitely him committing to cleave at this point, so I think RB is actually a safe option. Because he can't pivot out of this at this point. So and Battle's actually kind of scary. I haven't fought a ball in a while. He took the Politis away, which is fine.
I know I'm beautiful.
Okay, so I'm banning the Kekwarik. Could go Mercedes. Rimuru would probably just die. I could go Celine actually. Celine might be huge.
Oh, me again?
Cause Celine will jump into the Rylet and not get countered. Why would he ban that? That is so weird. Cause in this type of draft, she would do nothing, like unless I'm like super high. Holy crap, that ball is fast, I think, or his flying's just really slow.
You're not very good, are you? Faster than lightning.
I'll show you how a hero does things. I'll have you kneel under this sword. Look at my sword, not my face. get to fight me. How ridiculous.
1 HP to dream, I guess, but she's dead.
It's too soon
Yeah.
to be surprised.
Do not understand.
Full team sleep, wow. Anyone he hits literally helps me here, so it's whatever. Oh, was my RB like literally one spot behind? No, he sped up.
Win. I'll protect you.
Putting immunity backup's the biggest thing here. Anyone who 15% is just extra. Both the DPS didn't. Okay. Yeah, immunity is the biggest thing because I was trying to put up a death break.
Shall I handle this?
RB no dodge no counter feels good. RB no dodge no counter feels good.
Now try
15% on the
check
profile.
it out.
Oh boy. Okay, at least he countered.
Don't try.
And he hit the violet. I'm gonna try and attack the Aravi, I think, because he's the only person who he doesn't know is on counter, but I was pretty low speed, so he should know. That's to say, you might as well just keep going into it. Taking the risk on that.
My knowledge.
Who died? Their Celine did, right? Yeah. Okay, he's gonna go for this. He's probably gonna kill unless he misses. Oof. I'm still killed.
All that's left is ruin.
I think I just ripped this.
Can you hear the approaching ruin?
Yeah, it's whether I hit the violet or I brute force him, so
This.
that's probably game.
Your dead comrades are waiting for you.
I like to think I do relatively well against cleave teams, which is kind of surprising considering I literally just tank up,
Take your life.
but it's not bad. Certain types of cleave I can't deal with, like if they can counter my RB, usually I'm in a bad spot because just by default if Rem doesn't counter, she just dies. Because I run a higher speed one. Something else I noticed is that I never get the chance to use my peer. He has first pick. It's like I have her built and stuff, but one, she's on immunity, so I can't bring her to Rimuru, and two,
Ends here.
it is... I'm not gonna play into I'm gonna assume he's playing cleave, but I don't know. Just to be safe.
This is a formidable.
Number two, the cleavers always take her first instead of Rand, so alright. Playing standard, all good. He took my usual pusher, which kinda sucks, but I think I can make a do with this. I don't know, Billion.
Must I keep
Cause right now this type of team doesn't really threaten me. It'd be pretty bad if his APOC's on immunity actually, or if I get 15%ed, but other than that. Alright, she exists now. That becomes a slight problem, especially if this last pick's good.
I'll give you a taste of defeat.
Yeah, I don't think I really care. I can make him unbuffable actually.
How
And then I could ban that, but I think I have to ban the Huiyang. Just because she kicks my LQC in the face, so I just think I die to all the damage. Why am I not surprised? This is literally what I mean, right? It's like, I don't have the, like, if I had Closer Charles here, that'd be so much better. Because it's actually a threat on the board.
you're trembling.
But because I don't have the units in these situations, they just ban my LQC.
You dare stop me? Those seeking revenge must pay the price.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for the S1. I'm gonna try and steal the defense buff from this. It's gonna be a huge, and it's gonna death break everybody actually.
I will honor their wishes.
I took both the buffs I needed to. That's good.
I'll deal with this.
I was about to say, where'd I get the resist buff from? It's from the Sermia.
Are you sure you can handle this? A lion never relents. No matter how small its prey.
Dude, Sermia does a lot, and she's on lifesteal. Oof. That makes me want to change targets.
Everything in Felicia is under my control.
I debuffed the Amelia with my Piera, so it's low effect resistance. I just think I hit it normally.
I'll end this quickly.
I kind of get a free turn here.
There's no way I can lose.
Not really, they're all too slow because Spellion pushed them back. So Rimu is up. They're all gonna go into Bellion, right? So I might as well just hit this. This whole team's kind of tanky.
You dare stop me?
I do want to stun this now, though. Well, we tried.
Must I keep fighting?
I literally don't want to dual attack. Oh my god, why? I just don't think I have the damage actually to kill this. Because he's just gonna push her, I think. Because he still has S2. Yeah, he still has everything. Yeah, this Hesley's gonna kill everyone. Not gonna waste our time. He's probably on a time crunch anyways. If he's actually going for it. I'm not gonna be that guy.
Prepare to win.
Closer Charles there would have been better. Maybe Mercedes would have been better. I don't know. I didn't see who got first pick. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see who got first.
Step back.
I've literally had her build for so long. Okay. And it's just like, I don't get to use her. I just don't get to use her, man. He's like going heavy Golden Girls right now. So I have to take the worst one. And then I think I go into Rimuru, take it from him. I think I doubled down on these last two picks. I just go like Rem LRK.
Come on, let's fight.
He's going heavy protect here. I could honestly just go like screw everything and go double counters. Let's do it.
I'll show you what I've got.
This is gonna be a lot of damage going to the Huyan.
How a hero does things.
Yeah. It's probably gonna ban my He's either gonna ban the top two as my APOC or my. Actually no, yeah. In hindsight, now that I'm looking at it, he's had to ban my Rimu because that's how he kills. That's why I kill the Huyan.
Prepare to win.
Bastion on the Troza.
I'll protect you.
The faster Carmen, which actually is detrimental to him.
Should I warm up a little?
And FCC.
My most powerful strike. As long as I'm holding this spear, I won't
Yeah,
back
okay.
down.
Let's just work on this shield.
This one seems a good match. I will not lose.
Are you done struggling? I won't waste my breath.
I just have to wait for the injuries to start stacking, and then I'm good, I think. Especially because he's going into FCC for seemingly no reason. Works in my favor. This team is tanky, holy moly. I guess I'm just like losing damage, right? Oh, okay, SSB. You're like 90% crit and she missed 2. What the crap? There's a demon mode. There's the unresistible counter, that's huge. And I def brick the whole young. Yeah, he knows this is just too much damage to start coming out here. I respect it though. I think he went to the wrong target. I think he had to make the risk on the Rem or the SSB, or even the APOC. Just he had to go into someone else. So the CC provided nothing there really. All the damage share from, I mean, I guess the damage share is going 2 ways, because if you were to hit the SSB, it would go into, let me use first pick. If you hit the SSB, it would go into the APOC. If he hit the Rem, it would go into the FCC. I'm relatively formulaic in my drafts at this point though. It's always like at these last points where I kind of think about it. Okay, Bryceria? That's a unit I don't see very often. If he's gonna double down on the debuffers, I go Dilibut. I don't see him leaving in the LQC though. Dilibut's all on the table here. Sunny's actually a good bit though. Purg. To prevent the... Okay. I still kind of feel like I just go Dilibut. I'll just, like, watch. He's gonna ban the LKC again. But he's... I think I'm just gonna fight the Bryce area. Like, I'm just gonna be very upset that he's just gonna ban this. And this Stenny's probably faster than my Amelia. And then she's just gonna die, and I'm gonna be sad. It depends on what type of debuffs land, I think. Dude, it's like it's every time. It's every time. Best case scenario, I can def break this. His team is dirt. Slow. What the hell? This is like everything in the 220s range. I'm guessing this is a full damage Bryce area, right? It'd have to be.
I'll show you my power.
You challenge me? Fine.
8k, 200 speed, probably attack boots, like 220 speed, 210 around there. Probably attack boots are just good speed subs. This guy's in a big band. I know someone in there. They're pretty good. So
This is going to hurt.
decent damage. She's just dead, but my Rima might just be dead with her. Unless I can push back the cooldown, which I got resisted on. That's pretty cool.
Enjoy the pain. It'll be the last thing you feel.
Yeah.
Is it my
I don't know if I'd do that one if I were him, but... Oh, wait, no, the Stenny's gonna take the turn. Yeah, I'm just dead. That's pretty good. That's fair.
Your place.
That resist on the CR pushback really did screw me over. Because I needed that Death Break to stick, so my Rimuru and my Dillibeck could hit it. But what can you do? Maybe he's built with resistance? I don't know. Yeah. I need to build more units, I think, to compete with this, because I don't know what I would even raise, right? Maybe I can like go farther in, because I'm at the point where Violet literally doesn't help me, which I mean is good. I really don't want to build him. Maybe Alina might not be horrible. There's probably some drafts where she can do work. I just end up having a bunch of units that I never use in my box at this point in time. I also probably have to draft Stenny more. I just don't draft Stenny. I think I have to like broaden my my drafting.
I'm left with no
Going down debuff. If he goes into Piara as well, then I'm going double anti-debuff right now. Actually, no, I'm gonna make it look like I'm just gonna let it through. Oh, he's going cleave. Okay, that's interesting. Well, that changes up my drafting entirely. I finally get to use Piera. If I go Piera, I can take the RB. At this point, he can't repivot, because Rand's gonna be really bad for him. I'd be very surprised if he repivots, but I feel like it would be proactively detrimental. Like, it would not help his draft. Especially just by looking at this, you can tell I'm probably banning the APOC, and I'm just fighting the Cleave team. So, I mean, he could go, like... He might go Violet, and then something else, Seize Area. Something go Remlet. It's repivoting.
I swear.
Okay. I was gonna take the Rem, so that kind of sucks that she's gone. Okay. I need somebody who does a lot of single target DPS and doesn't just randomly die to counters like that. I guess it'd be Celine, right?
Oh, me again?
I just, even though I know for a fact this thing isn't gonna have more attack, I just have to hope that I can get to that rim. I feel like he's gonna ban my Piera, to be honest. I'm just getting that feeling. And Celine, okay, I mean that's fair. That is also another problem unit for his draft. If RB actually pops off here, I just think we're fine.
I always give my all.
99, 99. It happens. Oh, they're the same speed. I'm a little bit faster. He's a little bit faster. It's all the same at this type of speed at 300s.
If you were to step back,
It's literally all the same. It's a good counter.
It's time to bloom.
It's gonna push the AOL though. It pushed everybody past, and he got the bomb on the RB. I think my Pierre is still gonna take the turn, so I can stun this? No. I get countered for it. Nice. I take immunity on my unbuffable team. Just gotta do damage to this.
I didn't think they'd follow us all the way here.
If he blows this up, I literally just have to pray that my RB can kill that Rem at this point. That's literally my win condition. If he can't, then it's game. I think he realizes it now too, that he has a bomb on RB, so he can't blow up the Rimuru. He's going for it. Respectable.
I'm putting an end to this.
Insignificant. Descending blade.
So I have that, or I need her not to counter. So. No, she lived. That is huge for him. Because I don't even think it matters at this point. Ooh, yeah, she's not. My thing's not gonna make it. Maybe I get a lot of counter RNG. That's like my only comeback here. Like, they have to miss a shit ton. I have to hit everything. That's it. It's possible I've seen it happen, but I'm not particularly jazzed about it. Yeah, and I got hit. So at least this is a free hit here. The silence at this point doesn't matter. I just need to counter. This one needs to miss, or I'll get dual attacked. That's pretty cool. Just S1 me, please. Don't be a dickhead. Okay, you're being a dickhead. Oh my god, I hate people like this. It's like, just hit on, dude. Just don't waste our time. So I'm losing more points than I'm winning. That just kind of shows, right? Speed RNG won him that game. Happens. Maybe he's a little bit faster. I wouldn't be surprised. My PR is 300, like on the dot practically. She's like 299. So, no ego. Not gonna be like, oh, I can't believe he's faster than me. A lot of people are at this level. Korean first pick. Yeah, the cutoff is 4150 right now. Dilibet pre-ban. I think this guy picks AOL first. Or Pierre first, yeah.
Your life ends here.
I'm pretty sure I fought this guy before. I'm probably gonna have to pivot into double DPS fast, I think. Because he banned Dilibet, he's gonna go AOL second. Yeah. Is he going full control? No. He is moving out of it quite quickly. Something I found is that Archdemon Shadow is actually not horrible in these types of drafts. And then I think I want to take the Amelia because she's one of my higher FRES units. Where is she? I'm surprised that you'd ban Dilibet if you're gonna go for this instead of ML Cowerick, but
You aren't even fit to kiss
Stenny. I mean, it makes sense, right? But I don't know if I would do that if I were him, personally. I have options at this point right now. But I think I just want to go Bellion.
What is it you desire?
And then I think I want to ban the Piera, fight the DPS. That's really risky. Does so much damage and so does Rimuru, especially if this is a DPS build. I think I don't fight this. Cause I have decent outgoing AoE, right? So this Stenny is probably just gonna die eventually. Unless he bans the Bellion. He probably is going to. He banned the Amelia. Okay, so this is kind of what I thought was gonna happen. Yeah, I'm like this team practically just S1 spams for half the time, anyways. So me getting silenced does nothing.
If you wish to
Because I'm probably okay with S1ing. Any counters like I hear just is super big. Yeah, he's not even gonna risk it.
heed my call. I won't stand down. The door will remain closed. At least to you it will. Don't come near me.
Full debuffs. Stun could be kind of bad, but They're all like I'm literally right after his team, so going for the billion. Everyone steady's been doing fucking 1,000,000 damage recently. This is a low. Yeah, this is low damage. I need this to seal first things first. Huge. This is the start.
I'll deal with
I didn't get the proc though. Squishy remove. Not squishy remove. Proof of valor. Here's this.
I'll give you
Oh, I got a duel. Oh my god, it's with the Stenny.
this quickly.
Why does this game hate me so much? I had to provoke the Rimuru. I don't want that going into someone else.
Please move aside. If you wish to die, may you be punished
He has it back.
by
Is he on Goblet? He's on Goblet.
Not bad.
This Stenny hurts, bro.
Step back, flies.
Because I don't kill anything yet. Right? Like, look at this. I don't think I killed this. There's no way I killed
I
that.
smell living creatures.
Seal has 1 turn. I need to stop this.
This one.
Ooh, dual attack's huge. I need to proc. And then blinder. I mean, I didn't blind the Stenny, which I needed to. Yeah, this is the type of RNG I'm talking about, man. 2 dual attacks with the fucking Stenny. My goddamn. Watch, he's probably gonna hit me through miss. You can't make this shit up, man. You just can't make this shit up. Like, god damn it, man. You just can't make it up. I got first. Ben Keckwerwick.
I'll deal with this.
It's just kind of annoying. It's just, I'm at the point where I think after I finish my Rylot, I just have to hard farm Wyvern again. Maybe if I get a fast J Kisei up and running, maybe I can get some success, find somewhere. I really don't know though. Pierre is fucking death. I think going element specific is too early. Kind of just want to go Archdemon Shadow again.
Your word.
Cause I feel like he's gonna try and go into a Lermia if I don't do this. Or he's gonna go into Arcane now. Okay. Literally never seen anybody with LRK up until this point, but here we are. I'm thinking I go AOL here and then just do something else. I don't know what yet though. I could go Landy, I could go LQC. I have some options. He's gonna go into Lermia. It's gonna be a lot of AoEs to knock her out of stealth though. Honestly, I also have to build. I think Mufine in this meta would be pretty good, but Stenny just fucking dies. Like she just fucking dies. I feel like I can go Maid actually, because I want to ban the Rimuru anyways. That's my plan from the get-go, unless he has like BMH. Which knowing my luck he does, but He's going somewhere into the darks. Because it goes, as you can see, it goes earth, light, dark. So... oh, he's just sitting there on Mersa.
Don't come near.
Go Stenny, which is fair. Bans the AOL. Like, I just think at this point, I've, like, given up on drafting. It's just, like...
Let's have some fun.
I just don't think I'm at that headspace anymore. So I'm, like, throwing games with my drafts. Like, Archdemon is such a bad pick, but I literally don't know what the fuck to pick there. Archdemon needs to pop off this game, though.
Guiding light, illuminate the unknown.
Can you handle this?
The queen is here. Don't ignore the queen.
I smell living creatures.
I just need to keep rocking, bro. Like, doesn't matter who I hit. Might as well just try to strip the shield.
Not all you
Huge proc. And then it didn't proc the strip, though. I think he has it back already. One turn out. Thank you, Aravi.
I'll take your life.
Hit this. This is on a test. It's on counter.
You are
Okay.
fit to kiss my feet.
I was gonna say, that's just a test if it's on lifesteal or not. He's gonna stun May. Mercedes, I think.
Say my name.
Nope.
A taste of defeat. This is getting.
Actually, but this one just kill her.
You're not half bad.
I hope it does, but...
Come on, I'll take you all down.
missed a crit.
Trust me.
She has revive on right now, so it's fine, but not too happy about the state of this game right now. Stun would be huge. Nah.
Your life ends here. Now. Leave it to me.
That dual attack is literally detrimental. Literally detrimental. Because it was not with the right person to steal her. Or stun her.
By my destiny.
Stun wouldn't have actually mattered. But. I mean, at least finally, I guess. She's unsafe. So to say, you always need a way to get health back or combat readiness with her, so not too surprised, unsafe.
Over here.
My luck is immaculate.
I'm just getting started. This is a formidable.
Cause now he's just gonna S3, he's gonna put up Sconal. I don't know if I can one-shot this Lermio through Adam Norius.
Losing everyone.
This is wrong person countering.
Not bad. Don't come near.
Lucky. But not gonna be so lucky this time.
I'll take your life.
Okay, so LRK has bike. I'm running out of buff this turn. There's S1 here. I have to just hope I live, right? So I could go for the stun. Go for the stun. I know I can hit it through the effector since nice.
Ready to order? Prepare to win. Hey,
Let's defy the odds. All systems online.
I still might just be dead.
Go, Siegfried.
just follow me.
It's 7k HP. Oh wait, he can just infinite provoke my APOC now.
Once more. This should be fun.
Okay, that worked out in my favor.
Rise.
This needs to kill. It's my only win condition. This just needs to kill.
The doors to hell.
Which it definitely did not. It did literally the opposite. Yeah, because I have no plays after that, so. Okay, we're 45 minutes in, and all we've done is lose. Yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm just done with the season, bro. Like, it's just so annoying. This meta is so not friendly to people who don't have all of the units in the game. And what's worse is that I have a lot of the old units. It's not that they got worse, just everything that came out countered it, so now I'm just in a very shitty position. Because RNG doesn't like me, didn't want to give me Lermia. Alrighty though, enough whining, right? Just, I enjoyed the first part of the season. I enjoyed everything up to Lionheart's Lermia. Unironically. I kind of enjoyed this season. Like, same as last season. It was, like, I can, like, look through it, right? Like, is it because I had all the units? Probably. But, I thought it was fun. Never brought her. I think Mercedes got brought into one fight. I can't remember if that was Guild War that I was doing right before I recorded this, but here she is. Rem. I do need to get her HP up though. Like, really, this neck is kind of meh, and this ring didn't roll the most into the stat I wanted to roll into a lot into speed. Here's the Piera. When I said it was at 300, it's 300. It's 299. SSB I brought once. Amelia I think I brought once, but she got banned. Rimuru, higher damage, lower bulk. Maybe if I can look for better gear. I think the biggest thing is the ring. If I can find something, I can go Draco Plate or I can go Proof. I think. I mean, I have the spare Proof, right? I think no one's been using my Proofs for the longest time. Maybe I just go full Proof on him with this type of build. I'll try it. I'll test it. Euphene's one I'm gonna test out eventually because she will absolutely nuke the shit out of Lermia. So that's something I'm gonna try. Celine lived that Violet with 1 HP. That was pretty fun. A lot of these buffed units I've been really enjoying, but I just can't bring them. Like Lilius, I think just got banned. LQC got banned twice because my luck's great. When I was talking about how people just ban my LQC, they ban LQC. Bellion, I haven't farmed Katie's in so long, so she has like 285s. In hindsight, I guess if she was in the full 90, then it would have killed, but that's honestly whatever. Like, that shit happens. You can't really blame the gear and stuff for that. Like, you can to an extent, right? But like, sometimes they just have that 2 extra HP somewhere. It happens. You just gotta learn to live with that. It's like, you could also say, oh yeah, but if you just had 1 more Elbrus, you could have also gotten the kill, right? So there'll always be something that you can need to improve. Carmen, AOL, I think just got banned. Made Chloe. That's why I was stunning the Sermia, by the way. If you can see, I have 50 effectiveness. It does come in handy, but I don't really use Maid at this point in time anymore, just because there's so many units. Rimuru really shits on her. Landy is the OG. There's just a lot of units. Apoc, Ravi. I noticed that whenever it's on the right side, it works well, but whenever it's on my side, it doesn't really work anymore. I don't know. Dilibet, really liking her post buff. She's really fun. That's why all the fucking debuff players are pre-banning her now. Super happy about that. I love having units that I can't use when my roster's already so small. I think I brought FCC into one fight. She just took a bunch of hits. She was on Bruiser build, but he couldn't have known that. Here was the counter RB. That's what I was talking about. He just needed to counter and do stuff, and he didn't. He got hit. There are fights though where he does clutch up, so I do think this is a fun build. Archdemon Shadow, I have to move to an HP neck at some point. I'm gonna get the attack up. So her burns do it, because her burns already do a lot, right? Like, in my experience, I think if you land to double burn, it's like 7k with no attack buff. which I mean is not negligible damage considering after that she has another turn to follow up with a seal, most likely. So like it's like 5 souls, doesn't it? Yeah, it gives 5 souls, which is actually a huge amount. Maybe I should finish the moles on these. It's what, 15-30% damage I'm missing out on? Steady I never bought. Here's the Rylet that I finished building, but it's not done. So yeah, overall thoughts on the season, it's just really punishes players for not having all the units. But you know, I can't start complaining, right? Last season I had a lot of the units and I did well. So yeah, I don't know. Just Smilegate has recognized that the meta is not in a good spot right now, and that I really hope that they start nerfing. I don't even care if they give out anything for it. I think they need to nerf units at this point. Like, the power creep of the game has gotten to a point where every unit is borderline overpowered and literally cancels out a part of the game. Like, I'm kind of glad Solitaria isn't a unit that everyone has, but I feel like if everyone had Solitaria, this meta would be horrible. Because at that point, there's a bunch of things you can't counter, and they're all AoE. They hit everybody. Larmia gets sealed. And it's just like I can literally ramble forever just about how this meta is so annoying, but I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna save everybody the time. If you want me to actually ramble about it, contact me. I do have my social in the description. If you want to see more episode content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm probably gonna take a break and just do more casual RTA next season. Just I don't think I'm gonna do it like right as the season starts. I'll probably just be doing room matches then. But I think later on this season, I'm just gonna be doing it casually, just because I kind of miss I do enjoy playing RTA. Like, I do enjoy that PvP aspect against another person. I think it's really fun, but I don't think that this is the meta for it, to be honest. It's just like a lot of it's a lot of counterpicking, which I like, because I feel like a lot of my units are built in a way where they can cover multiple roles. So just having that, you'd think, like, I would draft a unit to obviously get countered, and I only leave that. You'd probably ban it, and then my other units can clean it, like pick up the slack that unit's no longer there is covering. But yeah, probably more exciting content for me in the future. And yeah, have a good day or night wherever y'all are, and as always, peace out.